And we're back with the final portion of CBC Television's Newfoundland Night, a time to celebrate. And we conclude the evening the way we began, with another helping of fresh fish. Our final half hour will feature 2 new videos from St. John's musician Jeff Dyer. Advice to the Lovelorn from comedian Bernie Stapleton, alias Patty Pathetic. Advice that Snook may do well to heed.
You know, even though I come from this equally crazy province, maybe that's why we all get along so well, is because it's an odd place to live too, unusual, funny place. Doesn't seem to produce the volume of music that this place does.
No, this is a really exceptional place for more than just music, for theater, for painting, for many of the disciplines. And St. John's is a very interesting place historically.
Enviable situation.
Life doesn't come with an instruction manual, and that's why you need me, right?
I would like to be broader in the range of what I write, but I write jazz, rhythm and blues, and some rock.
There's something going down, best step back, let it pass on by. You don't need trouble, you just wanna catch a groove and run with it through the night. The band is smoking, live music. The whole downtown is buzzing, yeah, hey, it's summer in the street, and we're drawn to the light. Get out of the living room and get away from the VCR, where there's people, hey, yeah, yeah. The night's whatever you want it to be. It's so ethereal with live music. The whole downtown is buzzing, yeah, hey, it's summer in the street, and we're drawn to the light. Drawn to
Some say he is a shallow creature, forever flippant when faced with the profound and maturing experiences of life, never opening himself up to the ravages of true love. How wrong they are. For the pain of a broken heart is indeed the lonely burden borne by our Snooky, carried in secrecy as he longs for the return of his only love. The day she entered his life seemed like only yesterday, although it was the day before. All of a sudden, there she was.
Hey, buddy, you got a smoke?
And that's when the red-hot prick of Cupid's arrow pierced my bosom. My God, I think I love you.
How do you know?
Getting a bit of a boner. It must have been a line written by the gods, for then I was in the arms of my best bet. We became so close, so fast. We really connected. Conversation seemed superfluous. And the night ended in romance. But alas, dreams are meant to be broke. So now there was naught but to pine for lost love, pine and long for the day the agony might end. For it is only when all hope dies within will Snooky at last give his empty shell to the cold, cruel sea. For now, he has left only a solitary sad lament. Bet I'm some pissed off at you.
How's business around here, and why is it that you are so slave to staying here, other than, obviously you love the place, but you've never been tempted to leave, have you?
Oh, yes, I have. In fact, when I was 19 or 20, I left here for a long time. I left for 7 years or more.
Oh,
I lived in
that long?
Toronto, mostly. Did a lot of traveling, but the main reason for leaving was looking for work as a musician. I live here because I love the place. I love the pace of life.
You had to come back.
I'm in the family.
Right.
My family lives here. My wife's family lives here. And you're asking me about my house. Well, if I didn't live here, I don't think I'd have one. I mean, I had a little piece of land, and I moved back here 12 years ago. And I started clearing the land that year, and I could just pick away at it quietly. I mean, we didn't move in here until 7 years later. So that's something that you could not possibly do in a larger city or anything, you know?
You know, even though I come from this equally crazy province, maybe that's why we all get along so well, is because it's an odd place to live too, unusual, funny place. Doesn't seem to produce the volume of music that this place does.
No, this is a really exceptional place for more than just music, for theater, for painting, for many of the disciplines. And St. John's is a very interesting place historically. It was in the 1800s, well, right from its discovery up into the 1800s and the development of the steam engine and the demise of the sailing boat, it was the first stop in North America for anybody leaving Europe. And if, like the London Players was a theatrical group that's been coming here for, it doesn't anymore, but for 150 years, and on their way to do their big shows in New York and their big shows in Boston, first stop was St. John's. So there was a lot of theater coming here all the time. There were like, this was a town with 25,000 people, if that, I don't really know how many in those days, but very few people, and 3 or 4 or 5 theaters. Tons of music. I mean, music was what kept people sane around here in their kitchens or on the stages of the bigger towns.
Still does, maybe.
And sure it does, yeah. And there were, I mean, when was photography invented? In the 40s, 1840 or so?
Mm-hmm.
There was a photography studio here in 1850.
Right off the bat.
Immediately after it was invented, because everything that came to North America from Europe came right through St. John's. First stop was St. John's, and they'd use the place, and it was a valuable place for them in many senses, you know.
When did your family come here?
My family came to this land in 1830.
So, is that 1830? Your family came to this very plot?
Yeah, yeah.
So your grandma sat here?
Well, this house is new.
I know, but
yes,
there was
this
something
land,
else here. Your great-great-grandmother.
My great-grand, well, how far back is it? Probably 4 greats back.
Yes.
But 1830. They came from Kilkenny, Ireland, and my father, Mike Dyer, who was the patron there, left Kilkenny at gunpoint, being chased by his father. He was a Protestant, and he picked up with a Catholic girl, married her, went home to tell Dad, and Dad pulled out the gun. And
chased out by his own father?
By his own father. They went down, they ran to Rosslare, 30 miles away to the coast, and they caught a boat.
Does he still get the ferry there today?
Yes,
yeah.
I was there a few years back, yeah. And they caught a boat to the New World, and where was the first place it stopped? St. John's. So they
Home of rock and roll heaven.
Yeah. I actually have the document of a planter's grant that was given to Michael Dyer in 1835 for a 200-acre section of land here. And so, yeah,
so
it feels nice to be on a piece of land.
I would think so. Are you interested in collecting historic music, or are you interested in playing new stuff, more or less?
No, I'm interested in. I used to play folk music years ago. That's what I started off playing, and I love it. In fact, this TV show, I wrote the theme for this, and it's like a folk tune. It's like half traditional, half rock.
Well, you were the musical director.
That's right. Yeah.
So you put your stamp on this, didn't you?
Yeah. But so I have an affinity for that kind of music, and I love it. And there's wonderful stuff happening around here. But my skill is, or my interest is in another direction.
The ceiling dreaming miles away. I can't sleep, you've been on my mind all day. Is it too good to be true? But I have really found someone like you. You make me feel strong, and girl, I just come alive when I am near you. Roseanne, it's still alive in my mind. Pictures of you and me, rose-colored glasses. Am I all caught up in what I think I see? Tell me feel strong. And girl, I just come alive when I am near you. I'm amazed at what I'm feeling. Ain't never felt so hard before. It's like I'm caught inside a spell. Where it will lead to I can't tell. Whatever now is just as well. 'Cause I'm locked in stuck with you. Call my name, baby, yeah. I'll come running to you, girl. I'll be a fool for you. I just don't care. Keep me in this daydream. Sometimes I don't care if it's a fantasy, but tell me, is it true? Could I have really found someone like you? You make me feel strong, and girl, I just come alive when I am near you. I'm amazed at what I'm feeling. Ain't never felt so hard before. It's like I'm caught inside a spell. Where it will lead to I can't tell. Whatever now is just as well. 'Cause I'm locked in stuck with you.
Hi, I'm Patty Pathetic, but you can just call me Pathetic for short. And welcome to Patty Pathetic's Piteous Advice to the Pitiful. This is the lovelorn letterhood of your life. After all, life doesn't come with an instruction manual, and that's why you need me, right? Anyway, let's get right down to the dirty details. Dear Patty, I gets my heart broke 10 times a week. I meets a really nice guy, and he always says he's going to call me in the morning, but he never do. What am I doing wrong? Signed, Gracie Hanlon. P.S. Please do not use my name on the air. Dear Gracie, men always says that they're going to call you in the morning, but they don't really mean it. It's only something they says, so you let go of their legs. Now, if you're really desperate, a good way to get a guy to call you in the morning is to accidentally go home with his wallet. Because if he doesn't call you himself, he'll send the police. And we all know cops are really cute, especially when they got those new uniforms on. Either that, my dear, unplug the phone and get a life for yourself. Next letter. Dear Patty, I'm just dying to call up my ex-boyfriend, Brian. I still loves him so much. He was so sweet. I can't believe that we broke up. He was going out with my best friend, but it's all her fault because she's a sleeveen anyway. He gave her my stereo. Maybe I should go talk to him. Or should I wait for him to talk to me first? Or what about if he doesn't because he's, you know, really shy? Maybe I could just ask him for my car back just to make conversation. Or I could ask what it's like being on parole. What do you think I should do? Signed, Torn. Well, Torn, I think you need to get out of town for a little while and get a little perspective on your life, right? I think you should just take a little holiday for about 6 years. Now, if you really don't want to do that, another really good thing that you could do that I think would be right up your alley is get yourself a pen pal who's already in jail. And that way you can enjoy all the wonderful danger of romance, and you haven't got to worry about getting your stereo stalled. And now for our last letter for today on Patty Pathetic's Piteous Advice to the Lovelorn. Dear Patty, my girlfriend and I are very much in love, except yesterday she told me she never wants to see me again. Do you think she's dying to tell me something? Signed, Confused. Confused. Well, there really is no good way to put this, my love. You're going to feel like a piece of shit for at least the next 3 months. And instead of trying to deny and fight it, the only way to make your way through it is go with the flow. Crawl in bed with a 3-month supply of potato chips. Get them big bottles of Pepsi, well, Diet Pepsi, because you don't want to come out of a depression having to go on a diet, right? So get your Diet Pepsi and your potato chips, make sure you got a TV in the bedroom, and you lodge yourself in there for a month or so, right? Now, after a while, every now and then, crawl out of bed and peek out through the blinds just to see what's happening in the world, right? But then after you do that and you get up and walk around, maybe take a shower by that time, you should crawl back in bed and lie down for another few weeks. After 3 months of this and watching the soaps and America's Most Wanted, you're going to feel like a completely different human being, and you'll find somebody else to obsess on. Anyway, that's all the time we have for now on Patty Pathetic's Piteous Advice to the Lovelorn. Or was that pathetic advice to the piteous? Well, anyway, I'll see you next time. Happy lovin'.
But you want your music to have some impact. I mean,
Sure
you don't
I
want to
do.
just play it for...
Sure I do. Sure I do. But something you come to realize if you stay at things long enough and you don't give up at the first few turns is that it's not like you're looking for gold at the end of the rainbow, or like there's a prize to be won and one day you take it and you go home and that's it. Mm-hmm. It's a lifestyle. It's for me, I like to write music. When I write a piece of music, I like to find great players to play that piece of music. I'd like to record and perform that piece of music. I'd like to interpret it, arrange it. One of the perks to success that is more interesting, to extreme success that is more interesting than money, is that you then get to say, well, gee, now, who would I like to play drums on my album?
Exactly.
I wonder what Steve Gadd's doing next week. Or, you know.
For a different sound, different players.
Oh, yeah, well, that's one of the big scores you get. And you get to use good facilities, and you get to use good producers, and all the equipment becomes available to you.
Well, I've always loved the sound of your stuff.
Thank you.
I think you know exactly what you're doing.
Well,
You're an enviable situation.
maybe.
Transportation provided by Air Canada and Air Nova. Right on. Accommodation provided by the Radisson Plaza Hotel.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you again.
Nice talking.
Next year in Jerusalem.
Okay.
And that concludes Newfoundland Night here on CBC Television. We hope you've enjoyed this small glimpse of the abundance of talent in the province, the rich heritage we enjoy and will continue to celebrate. And as CBC launches a brand new season of local programming, we hope you will continue to celebrate that tradition of excellence along with us. Thank you for watching this evening. I'm Deborah Collins. Good night.